Dear students, welcome back. In last class, we did some questions on geometric progression, which included both your infinite GP and the regular GP. Today's class, we will do some more questions on AP as well as on GP. So, this will fine tune your formula and also in terms of your thought process. So, in today's class, I will emphasize more on your thought process. Formulae are very basic formulae, you would have already learned them. So, I will focus on your problem solving ability. Look at first question. The sum of n terms of two arithmetic progressions are in the ratio 5n plus 4 is to 9n plus 6. What is given? Sum of n terms of two arithmetic progressions. How many arithmetic progressions are there? 2. Okay. So, let one arithmetic progression be a1, a2, a3 so on, and another arithmetic progression be b1, b2, b3 so on. First term here let it be a, first term here let it be a dash, common difference here let it be d, common difference here let it be d dash. So, I have two arithmetic progressions, first one with first term a and common difference d, second one with first term a dash and common difference d dash. Now, what is he asking, what is he given to, what is given to you? The sum of these two APs, the sum of these two APs are in the ratio 5n plus 4 divided by 9n plus 6. What are in the ratio? Sum of these two APs, sum of n terms of these two arithmetic progressions are in this particular ratio. So, what is sum to n terms in first arithmetic progression? N by 2 into 2a plus 2 times of first term a plus n minus 1 into d divided by what is sum to n terms of second arithmetic progression? N by 2 into 2 times first term what is it? A dash plus n minus 1 into d dash. This ratio is given to be how much? 5n plus 4 by 9n plus 6. So, n by 2 gets cancelled here, n by 2 gets cancelled here. Now, a similar type of question in a different context we did, we said that the question had a mistake and it should be given in the question that this is true for all n belonging to set of natural numbers. This question makes sense only when it is given that this is true, this equation is true for all, not a particular value of n, but for all values of n. So, usually this is missed in the textbooks. So, you have to add it. So, only then this will make any logical sense. So, you have to add from yourself that for all n belonging to set of natural numbers this equation is true. N by 2 gets cancelled. Okay. So, what is he asking you? He is asking you to find ratio of the 18th terms of these two series. What is 18th term? This is given. What is he asking you to find? Ratio of 18th terms. What is 18th term in the first series? A plus 17d divided by what is 18th term in second series? A plus a dash plus 17d dash. This is what you need to find. And what is the equation which you have? This particular one. Okay. So, observe what is given to you and what is that you have to find. It is always connecting these two words. Something will be given, something which you have to find. The question will always be to connect these two logically, how from here to here or from here to here or pulling both of them somewhere in between and connecting them. So, it is all about connecting these two. So, what is there somewhere here and what is not there here? Here it is 2, here there is no 2. So, how to bring that 2? Let me multiply by 2 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. 2a, 2 times of 17, 34d, 2a dash, 34d dash. So, to bring in place something similar to what I have here, what I did? I multiplied both numerator and denominator by 2. Very simple common sense, right? Now, what I have in place of n minus 1? 34. What I have in place of n minus 1? 34. So, in order to get this, in order to get 34 here, what should I replace n with? N minus 1 should be 34. So, n should be replaced by 35. So, in this equation, because this is an identity, this is true for all natural numbers. In order to get this value in the given information, I will replace n with 35. So, put n equal to 35 on both sides. So, what will you get? This will be 5 into 35 plus 4 divided by 9 into 35 plus 6. Simplify and get the answer. Very simple question, right? But it is very important for competitive examinations, and they tend to make that mistake. This is not an equation, it is an identity. This is true not for some particular values of n, but for all values of en. So, in this question, most of the books, 99% of the books, they make this mistake. So, I also wrote it the same way, but you have to add in your logic that they mean it is true for all natural numbers. So, you have to see what is that you have to find and what is given. In order to get what you want, what should you replace n with? In this, in place of 34, there was n minus 1. So, n I replaced by 35 on both sides, I got the answer. It is a one step question, okay? But you have to understand the question properly. Let us look at second question. Let Sn, S subscript n, denote the sum of first 10 terms of an arithmetic progression. What is Sn? Sum to first terms of an arithmetic progression. What is given? S2n is equal to, what will be S2n? It is sum to first 2n terms. So, if you have an AP, A1 plus A2 plus A3 so on up to AN will be your Sn. What will be S2n? A1 plus A2 plus A3 so on up to AN plus AN plus 1 so on up to A2n will be your Sn. And what are we required to find? S3n divided by Sn. He is asking you to find the ratio S3n divided by Sn. S3n divided by Sn. Again, this question can be done in two ways or even more ways. Most of the books, what they follow is, they will write this Sn formula, they will write S2n formula, equate both of them. You will have two unknowns A and D. So, one equation is given. This information will not be sufficient to find A and D. So, what they do? They will get some relation simplified from this equation. Then they will see what they have to find. They will simplify this equation and try to make use of the result what they got here, substitute it here and get the answer. This is a slightly lengthy method. Let me see if my property which I told you, the geometrical property, the linear progression idea will help you solve this question in a simpler manner. Then you will also work out the solution entirely for you. Okay. So, what are we focusing on? S3n. S3n, what is it? A1 plus A2 plus A3, this summation up to which number? A3n will be S3n for you. So, let me focus on this S3n throughout, A1 plus A2 plus so on up to A3n. Now, this has some parts. In the given information, I am discussing up to A2n. So, let me cut this discussion into three parts. Let me first break it at an. From here again I will continue. Next term what will it be? An plus 1 plus an plus 2 so on up to where will this continue up to? A2n. After this what will I get? A2n plus 1, A2n plus 2 so on. This discussion will continue up to where? A3n. So, this is S3n for you. Look at this entire stretch, A1, A2 so on up to an plus 1, an plus 2 so on up to A2n, A2n plus 1, A2n plus 2 so on up to A3n. So, this is your S3n starting from A1 so on up to A3n. Okay. So, this I want it in terms of Sn, this I want it in terms of Sn. What is Sn? This is your Sn. A1 plus A2 plus A3 so on up to An is your Sn. Let it be x. Let it be x. Okay. Now, what is given to you? S2n. S2n what is it? A1 plus A2 so on up to An plus An plus 1 plus An plus 2 so on up to A2n, right. So, this entire summation from here till here is your S2n. Can you see that? This entire summation is S2n, the one in the circle. This is S2n. This is given to be how much? 3 times of Sn. Sn I called it x. So, this entire summation is 3x. This entire summation is how much? 3x for me. Yes or no? And this is how much? X. So, what will be this remaining part? A n plus 1 to a 2n. This total thing is 3x. This is x. So, this part will be 2x. Yes or no? So, that the total is 3 times of Sn, 3 times of 2x. So, this circle will not be needed for you. You have to just visualize things in your mind, because you have just started your preparation. I am doing all this for you. Okay. So, this total thing is given to be 3 times of x for you. So, this will be how much? 2x. Now, once if I am able to find this part, can I comment about S3n? Yes or no? I can happily comment about S3n. So, let us see how to comment about this part directly. Now, observe this number A1, A2n plus 1. What is sum of these two numbers? 1 plus 2n plus 1 will be 2n plus 2. 2 times of this one, right. Middle of these two is this one. This plus this should give you 2 times of this. Similarly, A2 plus A2n plus 2. What will be the sum of the subscripts? 2 plus 2n plus 2, 2n plus 4 by 2 will be how much? An plus 2. So, this one plus this one will give you 2 times of this. A2 plus A2n plus 2 will give you 2 times of An plus 2. So, if I call this y, sum of all these terms plus sum of all these terms will give you how much? 2 times of sum of terms in the middle. Yes or no? Every term here plus every corresponding term here will give you 2 times of a corresponding term in this. A2 plus A2n plus 2 is giving you 2 times of this. A3 plus A2n plus 3 will give you 2 times of a term here. An plus A3n, sum of subscripts, how much is it? An plus A3n, A4n. A4n is 2 times of A2n, 2n into 2. So, every term here plus every term here will be 2 times of a term here. So, entire sum here plus entire sum here will be 2 times of this summation. So, x plus y is how much? 4x. X plus y is how much? 4x. So, y will be how much? 3x. Y will be how much? 3x. This plus this should give you 2 times of this. So, is it simple? So, how much is your S3n? X plus 2, x plus 3x, 6x. So, S3n is nothing but 6 times of x. X is what? Sn. So, S3n is 6 times of Sn. S3n divided by Sn is what we want. So, this will be equal to how much? 6. Very simple. In one go, one line, we were able to do this question. Just by looking at the numbers in mind, you can write the answer for this particular question. So, geometrical methods in AP are very important to understand the subject. Okay. So, let me do this question, writing all the steps for you and see how laborious will it be to write all of them. I will try to still make it simple. So, what is given? S2n. S2n, what will it be? 2n into a plus 2n minus 1 into d is given to be how much? 3 times of sum to n terms Sn. What will it be? N into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Call this equation number 1. I told you at every stage whatever simplification is possible, do it then and there itself. N and n you can get it cancelled. N and n you can get it cancelled. So, what is your first equation? 2 times of 2a plus 2n minus 1 into d. In place of n we have 2n here is equal to 3 times of Sn, n into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. So, can I simplify this further? I have 4a here, I have 6a here. So, if I take this equation the other side, 6a here, 4a here, I will be left with 2a. Then I have 3n here, 4n here, 3n here and 4n here. So, if I take it the other side, what will I get? Minus nd. Here I have 4nd, here I have 3nd. So, when I am taking everything on the other side, I will be left with minus nd. Here I have minus 2d, there I have minus 3d. So, when I take this the other side, I will get minus d is equal to what? Nothing else is left out, 0. Or the same equation I can write it as n d minus d will be n plus 1 d. I can take minus sign common, d also I can take common. So, I can write it as n plus 1 into d. Call this result number 1. So, I simplified this for you, and then you can get it cancelled. Take everything on the other side, do the calculations in mind, you will be left with 2a is equal to n plus 1 into d. Now, what am I supposed to find? S3n divided by Sn, yes or no? S3n, what will it be? 3n into 2a plus, in place of n it will be 3n, 3n minus 1 into d, sum to 3n terms of a arithmetic progression, divided by Sn, what will it be? N into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. So, you can see n and n getting cancelled here. So, what I have to find is this 2a, what can I replace it by? N plus 1 into d, right? 2a I will directly substitute in place of 2a n plus 1 into d, both in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Is that clear? I will replace Sn in S3n divided by Sn, 2a I will replace it by n plus 1 into d. So, both in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Just try to see, visualize n plus 1 into d here and n plus 1 into d here. Can you see d throughout? N plus 1 into d, 3n minus 1 into d, n plus 1 into d, n minus 1 into d, d is getting cancelled, right. So, I will try to directly write the answer 3 into, I have 3 here, 2 into n plus 1 plus 3n minus 1 divided by, this will be how much? 2a I replace it by n plus 1, okay. Only n plus 1 will remain, d got cancelled, n plus 1 will remain plus n minus 1, d gets cancelled. Okay. So, what more can you see? 1 and 1 is getting cancelled, 1 and 1 is getting cancelled. So, numerator is how much? 4n, denominator is how much? 2n. So, 4n divided by 2n is how much? 2. So, what is your answer? 3 into 2, 6. So, do not try to write too many steps, try to do the calculations mentally. So, still we were able to condense some steps, but in the previous question directly you were able to see and get the answer. So, once you practice your visualization, things will even be very simple. Okay. So, a stage should come where you do this question in minimum amount of steps, and even better is a stage where you can do that question orally, verbally. So, without use of any pen and paper. Let us look at next question. In an AP, if S1 is equal to T1 plus T2 plus T3 so on up to Tn, where n is odd, and S2 is given to be how much? T2 plus T4 plus T6 so on up to Tn minus 1. Sn is given to be T1 plus T2 plus T3 so on up to Tn, where n is odd. S2 is given to be T2 plus T4 plus T6 so on up to Tn minus 1. So, what is he asking you to find from this information? S1 by S2 is how much? What is this question? S1 by S2. Again you can do it in two ways. One, you can apply the formula. What is first progression? In an AP. So, T1, T2, T3, Tn so on are all terms of an AP. So, happily I will do using the formula first, and without using the formula directly orally in the next attempt. Okay. So, both the attempts have their own significance. S1, this is what sum to n terms of an AP. What will it be? N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, where a and d are in usual notation, first term and common difference. Okay. A is T1 for you, d is the common difference T2 minus T1. So, this will be S1, sum to n terms of an AP, where n is given to be odd, no problem. So, what is S2 for you? Here not all terms are given here. Our series is starting from where? T2, then it is not T3, then it is T4, then T6, then so on, next term, yes or no? So, what can you say about this series? Is this a AP? If you observe closely, this is also an AP. See, T2 to T3 difference will be how much? D, right? T3 to T4 difference will be how much? Again D. So, T2 to T4 how much will be the difference? 2D. T4 to T6 how much will be the difference? 2D. T6 to T8 how much will be the difference? 2D. So, this is a AP whose common difference is how much? 2D. Whose common difference is how much? 2D. And what is the first term? What is the first term here? T2. What is T2? A plus D. A plus D. And how many terms are there here? See, odd number 1, 2, 3, so on up to 101. 1 to 101, how many terms will be there? 101 terms. In this, if I remove all the odd number terms, how many even number terms will be left? In this 101 terms, 51 will be odd number terms and 50 will be even number terms, right? Odd number, it is starting with odd number, so odd number will be more, 51 will be odd number terms, 50 will be what? Even number terms. So, if I have 2k plus 1, n is a odd number, so let us say it is 2k plus 1, n is 2k plus 1, then k plus 1 will be odd numbered terms, k will be your even numbered terms, k will be your even numbered terms. So, in place of n directly you can write 2k plus 1, or I can do the question in terms of n itself. So, how many terms will be there in the second expression? N is a odd number 2k plus 1. So, remove that one, n minus 1 will be 2k. So, k is how much? N minus 1 by 2. So, how many terms will be here? N minus 1 divided by 2. So, number of terms here are n minus 1 divided by 2 by 2, n by 2, right. So, number of terms itself is n minus 2, n minus 1 by 2. So, you have to divide by 1 more 2 multiplied by 2 times of first term. What is first term in this progression? T2. T2 is what? A plus D plus n minus 1 number of terms. Number of terms how many? N minus 1 by 2 minus 1. Number of terms minus 1 multiplied by D. D is what? Common difference of this particular AP. How much is it? 2D. Okay. So, let me simplify S2. What will this be? S minus 1 by 4 multiplied by, let me see this one first. This is how much? N minus 1 minus 2, n minus 3 divided by 2, 2 gets cancelled. So, this is what? N minus 3 D. This is what? 2a plus 2d. 2a plus 2d, I will try to push it into this d terms. 2d if I push it here, how much will it be? Minus 1d. See, all simplifications I am trying to do in one line. Okay. So, that will be most convenient way to you. Try to visualize and try to write the steps in your mind. So, what I did? Minus 2 LCM, n minus 1 minus 2 will be n minus 3 by 2, 2 gets cancelled. So, this was n minus 3. To that I added 2d, it became n minus 1 into d. Okay. So, what I want? S1 by S2, S1 by S2. Now, can you see this 2a plus n minus 1d, 2a plus n minus 1d is getting cancelled. So, from here what do you get? S1 by S2 is equal to, you can see 2a plus n minus 1d, 2a plus n minus 1d is getting cancelled. You have what? N by 2 divided by n minus 1 by 4. By 4 is into 4. So, 2 gets cancelled 2 times. So, what will be your answer? 2n by n minus 1. Your answer will be 2n by n minus 1. Is that clear? See, this step you simplification, you do it by yourself and see whether you are getting this or not. You have to get this, okay? And slowly you have to try to reduce the number of steps. Do the steps in your mind. The advantage is twofold. One, you will be able to save your time, and you will also get the understanding of the question in mind itself, because you want the answer of S1 by S2. So, this should get simplified to 2a plus n minus 1 into d. These two, they should get cancelled, there is no other go. Okay. So, this should either be this or 2 times of this or 3 times of this or 4 times of this. So, slowly you will also understand the problem solving strategies. So, your intuition will increase, your understanding of concepts will increase. So, when you start doing in your mind, there will be great advantage of doing in such a way. Okay. So, try to do this, and as promised to you, I will discuss this question in a way where we should be able to solve without much use of pen and paper. Let us look at next question, fourth one. If A1, A2, A3 so on are in AP with common difference 1 and A1 plus A2 plus A3 so on up to A98 is 137, then find the value of A2 plus A4 plus A6 so on up to A98. What is given? This is an AP with common difference 1. This is an AP whose common difference D is equal to 1. And what else is given in the question? A1 plus A2 plus A3 so on up to A98 is given to be 137. What is he asking you to find? A2 plus A4 plus A6 so on up to A98. How much is this? This is what is your question. Okay. So, I will do this question geometrically. Usually people do it by simplification and all. You can do it by yourself. You can substitute the values. So, let us do it in geometric method. Let us try to simplify this very much and do it. So, let us call this summation some x. Let us call it summation, whatever we have to find, x. So, what I have to find is x. Now, what is given? A1 plus A2 plus A3 so on up to A98 is given to be 137. Yes or no? Now, in this there are two parts. One is A2 plus A4 plus so on, which I called it x. Another part is A1 plus A3 sum of all odd terms, sum of all even terms. We are asked sum of all even terms. A5 so on up to A97. Let me call that y. Let me call that y. Okay. So, this summation, it has two parts in it. What is it? A2, A4 all even terms and all odd terms. What we want? Sum of all even terms is what I want, x is what I want. Okay. So, sum of x plus y, even terms plus odd terms summed together is given to be how much? 137. It is given to be how much? 137. Now, understand what is relation between x and y. What is relation between x and y? Common difference of this AP is 1. Yes or no? So, A2 will be 1 more than A1. A4 will be 1 more than A3. A6 will be 1 more than A5. Yes or no? So, each and every term in x is 1 more than the corresponding term in y. So, what will x be? X will be equal to y plus every term. A2 is 1 more than A1, A4 is 1 more than A3, A6 is 1 more than A5, A98 will be 1 more than A97. So, how many terms are there here? 2, 4, 6, 8 alternate terms up to 98. So, 49 terms are here. Yes or no? There are 49 terms, 98 divided by 2. Okay. So, every term is 1 more than the previous term. So, x how will it be related to y? x will be y plus 49. X will be y plus 49 or x minus y will be 49. You can simply subtract these two. You can also look at it this way. X minus y will be a2 minus a1 is 1, a4 minus a3 is 1 common difference, a6 minus a5 is 1, a98 minus a97 is 1. So, x minus y will be how much? 49 ones. So, the sum will be 49. So, what we want? X. How to find x from these two equations? Add them and divide it by 2. So, x will be equal to how much? Add both the equations, y will get cancelled. 2x will be equal to 139 plus 137 plus 49. So, x will be 137 plus 49 by 2. So, as simple as that. So, once you understand the meaning of arithmetic progression, you will be able to do it without much of calculations in a simple way like this. Okay. So, in this class, majorly we discuss some problems from AP, wherein we use some problem solving techniques to identify how questions are going to be simple. In next class, we will do some more questions on AP and GP, and I will also discuss AGP for you. Okay. I will discuss 2-3 questions on GP with combination of AP, and then I will discuss arithmetic or geometric progression in next class. Let us meet in next class.